Hi guys, this is Kaitlyn Linane, co-owner of the Linane Team with Caliber Home Loans. I'm here with my friend Johnny Mendez from Buck & Associates, and he actually just brought up a really good question for me, and we just wanted to put on the camera and start rolling and share with you in case you have the same situation.
Yeah, so basically, I like you, Kaitlyn. We're kind of in that age range where everyone's getting married. Everybody, literally every day. Facebook. Congratulations to them, though. That's great. But yeah, I have a specific client that's got a situation, and I just kind of want to ask you about it. And
Sure.
I figured, we just record it because it's kind of a common thing that's going on.
Yeah, it's really common.
Absolutely. So I have a client that's looking to get married. They're already engaged, but they're wondering what does that mean for their home buying situation. So basically, they're going to get a little bit of a gift from, I guess, a grandparents going to give them a gift.
Okay.
They're getting married later in the year. So I guess my question for you is it better for them to wait to buy a home, or should they buy a home before they get married, or how does that play into everything?
Yeah, absolutely. So one big thing is that obviously, if you are a single lady or a single guy, you potentially have more opportunity to get down payment assistance before you get married. And the reason being is that these products calculate your eligibility for down payment assistance based on the entire household. So even if you and I were living in the same house as friends, they would still count both of our income as household income. So it would actually make sense if they're still living on their own. That's a little bit more traditional, but if they're still living on their own, it would be to their advantage to apply for a loan while they're single, right? So before you have anybody living with you, that's going to be the best time in terms of getting that down payment assistance.
Sure, yeah, because they'll qualify for more grants and stuff like that. So, but what about the gift? I mean, does that factor into it at all? Do they have to pay taxes on it, or how does that work?
That's a really big deal. So one thing that's really important is that during the wedding process, a lot of people ask for cash gifts or a honeymoon fund, a honey pot fund, things like that. When you are getting cash gifts, it can be a nightmare for your mortgage process, right?
Okay.
As you're getting these cash gifts deposited into your checking and savings account, it can actually not be used as funds for a down payment. So you could actually remove yourself from being able to use those funds on accident completely, right? So it actually makes more sense to do that ahead of time. A big thing too is your budget, right? So how big are your friends' weddings? Do you know if they want a big wedding, small wedding? That could play into it too.
It's a good question. I know they have a big family. Probably isn't going to be cheap.
Okay.
So, but I don't know if they're financing it or they're paying for it up front. So would that affect, how much they can afford?
Really good question. Yes, it absolutely will. So if you're financing in things, that could actually change your monthly debt ratio, which could disqualify you from buying the home that you actually want. So that's a really big deal. You definitely don't want to open new lines of credit and then try to buy a house. Another big thing too could potentially be that you can't truly budget around your wedding if you don't know how much your housing payment's going to be, right? Like having the roof over your head and knowing that it's going to cost a certain amount of money a month would allow you to budget better in case you do have to finance some things, right? Like
absolutely.
Let's be honest, weddings are expensive.
Sure.
So, if your florist wants you to finance it, if that's what's going to work for you and it's going to be an extra $200 a month, you want to know that before you're applying for a mortgage, because if your mortgage is going to be $2,000 and that's not going to be comfortable, we want to make sure that you're going to be happy and it's going to be affordable. Yeah.
So basically, based off what we just discussed, I mean, it looks like it probably is better to buy a home before you get married, right?
It is better to buy a home before you get married. In my professional opinion, it's going to give you more options, and also it's just going to give you more peace of mind going through the wedding planning process. That way you're going to know exactly how much you actually have to spend, especially if your family's giving you a gift, if they're kind and generous and they're willing to give you a certain amount. You might want to use some towards your down payment on your house and the rest of it for your wedding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, I'm definitely going to let them know that. But is there anything like that? Are there any benefits to being married potentially?
Not necessarily, surprisingly.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no crazy benefit. Yeah, there's no crazy benefit to being married. You can buy a home with anybody. You don't have to be married to them. I could buy a home with him. He could buy a home with my husband. It doesn't matter. There's always a bunch of opportunities for that. So there's actually no big advantage to being married. It almost kind of limits you in a way, because then it's determined your household size.
Sure. Absolutely. Well, this is great info. I'm sure you said we could, or you said that people could actually own a house with somebody else, right? So I think we'll probably make a video on that, because I know there's a lot of people that want to get into like investing or buying a home together.
Yes.
So I think that's something.
We get that question all the time.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Stay on the lookout for that one for sure.
100%.
Well, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks for watching.